Okay, so we're going to start with the Benefit Porefessional Primer, and you really want to be sure to prime this look, and of course anytime you put any foundation. And I'm just going to focus this on my primary areas where my pores are the largest, and then taking that up into all of my T-zone area, and then just kind of bringing the product outwards the less you have. Then I'm going to color correct with the NYX concealer in dark, which is actually an orange color. And this helps to cancel out the purple blue undertones that you have in your skin right there. And just be sure to apply a very thin layer. And I would suggest with your finger because it really warms the product up, and it also helps spread it out kind of evenly and in a thin layer. So we're going to use the Maybelline FitMe Matte+Poreless foundation, and I'm just going to put that all over my face, and then I'm going to apply it and spread it out with the Beauty Blender, and you're just going to pounce this across your face. Make sure your Beauty Blender is all the way damp, and you've got it as large as it can be, and then you're just going to pounce it across your face and push that product in. Be sure to, of course, bring it down your neck, and that way it blends it down and everything. And then be sure to get underneath your eye where you have color corrected. Then we're going to go in with a Maybelline Fit Me foundation stick. And this is in Toffee Caramel. And this is the color that I use to contour with. See how it's kind of a cool tone shade. It's not orangey at all. That's the best color to contour with. And you're going to want to start applying it right underneath your cheekbone, and you can kind of fill for that if you need to, kind of right where in the hollows of your cheek are. And then I just bring it down halfway. Don't bring it down all the way towards your mouth, because it can start doing kind of the opposite effect, and it can also make your cheeks look larger. Then we're going to contour the around the forehead. Really just the edges of the face, because this is almost creating a shadow, and it's pushing your face back, almost like a facelift. If you put a really tight headband on how your face looks, that's what this makeup is doing. I don't have a very large forehead, so I just do a thinner line up at the top. If you do have a larger forehead, you could just bring that color down. Then I'm also going to do the jawline, and I just bring mine halfway. Of course, because I do have a double chin, I don't bring it all the way across. But if you're blessed with a skinny face, then you can actually bring that all the way across. Then we're going to contour my nose. I don't normally do this, but I just wanted to show you guys. You're just going to take the contour color on each side of the bridge of your nose, and then around the, and kind of creating a V shape at the very end of your nose. And be sure the nose one has to be really precise. So I'm going to put the contour away. I normally would blend this out, but for this purpose I just wanted to show you guys how everything looks before blending. So we're going to go ahead and conceal, and I'm going to use the concealer as a highlight, and I'll use the Maybelline Fit Me in Fair. And you're going to take that concealer and in a triangle shape and down. And this is because it makes it much brighter and youthful looking in that area. You do not want to do like a half moon shape. You really want to bring that concealer down. It just really brightens that whole area up and makes you look really wide awake. And again, youthful. And who doesn't want to look youthful? I mean, no matter what your age is, you want your skin and your face just to look as flawless as you can. So that's what I was showing you. That's like a half moon. You don't want to do, that's even actually a generous half moon. But you don't want to do that shape, because it makes you look more dull and not as awake. And so then we're going to highlight the center of the forehead also. And you can I just kind of do a triangle shape. And then you're going to bring it down the bridge of the nose. Be sure to keep it as center as possible on the nose part, of course. And then I always highlight right there at the Cupid's bow. And then I have a little bit of redness around my nose, so I just wanted to conceal that a little bit. And then your chin too. And this is just almost like wherever the light hits your face is kind of where you want to hit that, where you want to put the concealer. And then just to really make a good crease, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of concealer right underneath that contour also. And this just kind of helps keep it cleaned up right there. And then you look crazy. I'm going to take a stippling brush. This is from Real Techniques. And I'm going to blend this out, just the contour part. And I'm just going to focus it and just kind of pushing it back and not pushing the product all over my face, but exactly where you placed it at, basically. And you don't want to start mixing the two products together. So I just want to show that first. And then we're going to take a beauty blender, and we're just going to use the beauty blender to blend the where the concealer's at. And you're just going to, again, push that product out, push that product where it's at, kind of push it into your face, and not like wiping it down. You don't want to use like a big brush, and you don't want to blend it all over all together, because that's just defeating the purpose. So really the contouring and highlighting part is more just being patient with how you blend it all together, because it does take a little bit. So I've got all my concealer blended. What? I'm going to go ahead and bake with the NYC Translucent Powder. And the baking really sets your concealer where it will not budge at all, and no creasing, and it really helps also keep it a little brighter under there. And the reason I guess you want to bake is because this product will end up warming up with your face and kind of melting in, and really just has some serious staying serious staying power. So we're going to let that sit and really melt into the face, and then we're going to continue on and blend out the contour. And see how I'm just keeping that product right there, and I'm kind of pushing that brush together to make it a little smaller. And and then I want to be sure to pull my hairline back and really get up as close as possible to the hairline as I can. And just continue to blend, and just be sure to keep all that dark color towards the back of your face. You don't want to bring it forward. Yeah, and see, I stopped right there, and then you're going to go back to the edges of your face. Then I'm going to clean that up a little bit where we had the contour, and just put a little bit of powder, translucent powder there. And too, that's a good tip. If you did go down a little bit too far, or if you just got a little too crazy, that's okay, because you can clean it up with the translucent powder, and it's just fixed. It's easy done. So I'm going to take a big fluffy brush, this is from Real Techniques, and I'm going to wipe away all the excess powder that we had, and really wipe it off underneath the eyes. You don't want any powder just left sitting on your face. Of course, you don't want to look, because that'll start making you look cakey. So just continue to wipe all of that off. It's going to get rid of all the excess. And then I'm going to take my bronzer, and it's Bronze Booster from Physicians Formula, and I'm going to just place that bronzer where I had the contour. And this is basically you're setting that contour, that cream color contour that you used. You're setting it with the bronzer. And it also just helps keep continuing to add dimension to your face. And you're just continuing to create those shadows there. So again, just on the forehead, and I always do my bronzer this way now. I can't do my makeup and not do my bronzer, even if I don't contour. You just want to keep that bronzer towards the back of the face, and it really, really warms it up. And see, I didn't quite blend it out very well, and there's kind of that line there. You do not want that. So just be sure to be patient with it, especially when you're first going, and just blend it out. Just blend it out with the beauty blender, and perfect, no big deal. Too, and that's another reason I always blend out my contour first, and then I blend out my highlighter, and I let those sit for a second, and they kind of got in there. So I'm going to take an angled brush and angled blush brush from e.l.f. and the Milani blush, and we're going to sweep that backwards as well. And then on the apples of the cheeks and just sweeping it back, not just placing it directly on the apples of the cheeks. And then you're going to, as you have less product, you're going to kind of want to blend almost the bronzer and the blush together. So you don't want like a line of bronzer and a line of blush. You want to softly, gently, and lightly blend those two together, kind of swirling in circular motions to really make sure they're all blended together and you have kind of just a flushed face look. And I'm actually going to contour under my lip. I don't normally do this, but I just thought for today it'd be fun. And this helps make your bottom lip look pouty, or poutier, I guess, because it creates that shadow under there that normally wouldn't be. So again, I just set it with the bronzer and just took it on a little brush. And then this is a little tip. I wanted to use all Drugstore, and so I couldn't really find a good highlighter from the Drugstore. So I took the Wet n Wild Color Icon in, I think it's Eggshell, and I mixed the pink color and the white shimmery color together and created a highlighter from it, basically. So, and those eyeshadows are so finely milled, they really make a great highlighter. If you do not have a highlighter, or you just kind of want to start there and you're not really going to highlight all the time, this is a perfect product to highlight with. And we're just going to highlight on the tops of our cheekbones and then the top of the eyebrow right there. Then I'm going to take a smaller brush with those same colors, and I'm going to highlight the bridge of my nose going down and the ball, kind of the tip of your nose right there. And the highlight just kind of helps bring in a little bit more light, and when the light hits it, that's kind of where kind of just brings those things to focus and kind of makes you just look like shimmery, but in a really good way. Not glitter shimmer, but a just pretty natural glowing effect. And then I always highlight the Cupid's bow, which that also helps kind of make your lips look a little bit poutier there. And then of course we're going to set with the NYX setting spray in matte. And that's all.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching. So I finished doing my hair and did a little braid and some curls with a straightener, and I filmed that for you guys, so that's going to be a tutorial. If you want to stay up to date and remember when this is posted, just subscribe to my channel. And if this was helpful for you guys on contouring and highlighting, please let me know, comment below, like the video. I really appreciate y'all watching, and I hope these are really helpful and are clear and precise for you guys and you can see. And I really appreciate the support and all the love I've been getting lately and all the ideas. So thank y'all again for watching. I love y'all so much, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!